There's a mysterious allure to charming individuals, those who captivate and mesmerize others simply by being. Whether it's their profound gaze, a bright smile, or even their movements, each charming person has distinct traits that are undeniable. From a Stoic perspective, charm is not merely about outward attractiveness, but also the ability to confidently express oneself. They possess an intrinsic appeal that reflects an inner balance and tranquility. Their ability to draw attention lies in their natural communication skills and the engaging way they express their thoughts and opinions. Today, let's explore 10 signs of a particularly charismatic person to address whether you might be one of them. Stay tuned until the end and ask yourself whether you feel confident and capable of attracting others. Where does your true charm come from? Sometimes the answers might surprise you and offer a completely new perspective on yourself that you hadn't considered before. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel. And please leave a comment below if you resonate with any of the upcoming revelations. Let's begin. Number 1. You are a good listener. In our busy world, where everyone is eager to share their thoughts and stories, the ability to truly listen is both rare and precious. It's not just a social skill, it's a Stoic practice that enriches both our own lives and the lives of those around us. You've probably noticed how conversations sometimes turn into competitions, with each person just waiting for their turn to speak rather than listening to what's being said. But imagine the difference when someone really listens to you. It feels good, right? That's the heart of being charming. You make people feel heard and understood, which is incredibly validating. As a charming person, you stand out because you genuinely focus on others during conversations. You're not just waiting for a gap to jump in with your own story. Instead, you give your full attention to what the other person is saying, showing interest through your body language, like nodding, maintaining eye contact, and reacting appropriately to their comments. This not only makes the other person feel respected, but also deepens your understanding of who they are and what matters to them. From a Stoic perspective, listening is a way to practice humility and wisdom. Stoics believe that everyone has something valuable to offer, and we can learn from every interaction if we listen carefully. Think about it. Each person you meet can teach you something new, whether it's a new piece of knowledge, a different perspective, or even a life lesson. By embracing the role of a listener, you're not just being polite, you're actively learning and growing. Good listening also helps you find common ground with others. As you listen, you might discover shared interests, mutual friends, or similar experiences. These connections are the building blocks of strong relationships and community, which Stoics value highly as part of a fulfilled life. To become a better listener, enter each conversation with the aim of learning something new, viewing the speaker's words as a gift to cherish. If you find yourself preparing your next response while the other person is still speaking, consciously redirect your attention to their words. Demonstrate your engagement by asking follow-up questions that not only show you are actively listening, but also help clarify your understanding of their statements. This approach communicates your respect for their viewpoint and your interest in gaining a deeper understanding. Keep in mind, the art of listening is not merely a social tactic. It's a way to live more harmoniously with those around you, reflecting the Stoic ideals of respect and community. By being a good listener, you not only become more charming, but you also cultivate a character enriched with patience, empathy, and wisdom. Number 2, you remember names and details. Think about how it feels when someone remembers your name and the little details you shared during a previous encounter. It's uplifting, isn't it? It makes you feel valued and important. This is because, at a fundamental level, Being remembered signifies that you are seen and acknowledged as an individual. Charming and charismatic people excel in this. They make a lasting impression by remembering not just names, but also the nuances that make each interaction unique. For instance, imagine you meet someone at a community event, and during your conversation, they mention their favorite hobby or a small challenge they recently faced. When you see them again and ask about that specific hobby or inquire how their challenge turned out, it shows that you were genuinely attentive and interested in their life. This effort can transform an ordinary interaction into a meaningful connection. In the Stoic view, such attentiveness is a form of virtue. It's an exercise in empathy and respect. Stoics believe in the importance of social relations and the role of community in personal growth. By remembering names and specific details about others, you practice these Stoic ideals, reinforcing the social fabric that binds us all. Moreover, this habit can mitigate awkward situations and enhance the fluidity of social interactions. Imagine walking into a room and greeting someone by name, recalling a detail they shared with you last time. This not only smooths the initial interaction, but also sets a positive tone for the entire conversation. It reduces the usual barriers people might feel in social settings and fosters a sense of belonging and mutual respect. Improving your ability to remember names and details about others begins with active listening. When meeting someone new, concentrate on their name and use it periodically throughout the conversation to help cement it in your memory. Also, listen carefully to the details they share about their family, work, or hobbies. To further enhance your recall, consider making a mental note or jotting down a brief summary after your interaction, which will aid in retaining this information for future interactions. Don't overlook the impact of such a simple act. Remembering someone's name and personal details might seem minor, but it's actually a powerful way to show you care. By doing this, you're not just being friendly, you're also applying Stoic values by nurturing community and respecting everyone's uniqueness. Embrace this habit and see how it not only makes others feel valued, but also enhances your own life by deepening your relationships. After all, in life's journey, our connections with people are priceless, and recalling a name or a detail can open the door to truly fulfilling interactions. Number 3, you aren't afraid to show quirks. Often, people try to present a polished, flawless image of themselves, especially in social settings. While this might seem appealing, it can actually make someone appear distant and unapproachable. No one is perfect, and pretending to be can create a barrier between you and others. But when you, as a charming individual, allow your quirks and imperfections to show, you become more relatable and likable. It's refreshing to see someone who is comfortable in their own skin, quirks and all. Showing your quirks isn't about highlighting flaws, but celebrating your unique traits and habits that make you, you. Perhaps you have a distinctive laugh, an unusual hobby, or a goofy way of telling stories. When you share these parts of yourself, it invites others to relax and share their true selves too. This openness fosters deeper connections and trust, key elements in any meaningful relationship. From a Stoic viewpoint, showing your quirks can be seen as an exercise in authenticity and humility. Stoics believe in living true to one's nature and understanding that human perfection is a myth. By openly acknowledging and even embracing your quirks, you are practicing Stoic virtues. You acknowledge that, like everyone, you are a work in progress, and this acknowledgement can be profoundly liberating. Being able to laugh at yourself is also a sign of resilience and confidence. It shows that you don't take yourself too seriously and that you're secure enough to handle a bit of self-deprecating humor. This trait is particularly charming because it puts others at ease. They see that you are approachable and down to earth. So, how can you practice this? Start by identifying the things about yourself that are a bit quirky or unusual. Embrace these traits and share them in your interactions. When something awkward happens, instead of feeling embarrassed, try to see the humor in the situation and share a laugh with others. This not only lightens the mood, but also shows that you are human and relatable. Remember, in every social interaction, showing your true self, including your quirks, can make you more approachable and endearing. It's not about showcasing imperfections, but celebrating individuality. By doing this, you not only become more charming, but also live in harmony with Stoic ideals, appreciating yourself and others for who you truly are. Number 4, you aren't afraid to lose. Charming individuals stand out because they don't cling to the need to win every argument or come out on top in every situation. Instead, they understand that true strength sometimes involves showing vulnerability and accepting losses. This isn't about being passive. It's about recognizing that you don't always need a return on the energy you invest in others or in various endeavors. This approach is refreshing and draws people in because it's grounded in authenticity rather than superficial gain. For example, when something doesn't go their way, charming people are quick to admit their mistakes or acknowledge their shortcomings. They don't shy away from discussing their weaknesses or areas where they could improve. This openness not only makes them more approachable and relatable, but also fosters trust and respect among their peers. Looking at it from a Stoic point of view, this method makes sense because Stoicism tells us that we can't control everything, and our true nature is shown more in how we deal with tough times than in our victories. By accepting and learning from mistakes, you develop and get better, which is a key aim of Stoicism. Additionally, charming individuals are comfortable asking for help or admitting they don't know something. Imagine being in a conversation where instead of pretending to understand a topic, someone candidly says, "I'm not familiar with that. Could you explain it to me?" This kind of honesty is not only endearing, but also invites a genuine exchange of knowledge and ideas. It shows a willingness to learn and places value on others' expertise, which people deeply appreciate. To cultivate this charming trait, begin by releasing the need to constantly be right or the best. Embrace moments of imperfection as chances for genuine connection and learning. When errors occur, openly acknowledge them and leverage them as catalysts for personal development. Embrace curiosity and seek assistance when needed, as these behaviors showcase your humanity and foster connections with others. In life's big picture, being unafraid to lose isn't about quitting, it's about being genuine, flaws and all. By doing this, you not only become more likable, but also live in line with Stoic ideas, prioritizing honesty, progress, and real connections over surface-level achievements. Number 5, you have mutual understanding. Often, in discussions, it's easy to fall into the trap of focusing on differences. Many of us might even do this unconsciously, scanning for points of disagreement as a reflex. However, charming individuals take a different approach. They prioritize finding common ground, which isn't just about being agreeable. It's about building a foundation for richer, more positive conversations. Charming people don't just look for areas where they agree, they actively listen and understand where the other person is coming from, which often reveals more similarities than differences. This approach is not about suppressing your own views, but about creating a space where dialogue can flourish without conflict. For example, if someone expresses an opinion, instead of immediately pointing out where you differ, you might first acknowledge what you share in common. You could say, "I see your point, and I agree with what you're saying about A. I've also thought about B, which might be a slightly different perspective. What do you think? This way, the conversation remains open and engaging rather than becoming a debate. In Stoicism, this approach aligns with the idea of living harmoniously within the community. Stoics value the concept of sympathia, the mutual interdependence among all things, suggesting that by seeking common ground, we are practicing a fundamental Stoic principle. This practice not only leads to better conversations, but also reinforces the social bonds that are crucial to personal and communal well-being. Furthermore, when you do introduce a differing viewpoint, doing so gently and respectfully shows that you value the other person's perspective. This not only helps maintain a positive emotional tone, but also opens up opportunities for both parties to learn from each other. Stoicism teaches us that wisdom comes from the exchange of ideas, and that every interaction can be an opportunity to learn something new. Cultivating the habit of effective listening starts by approaching each conversation with the goal of understanding rather than winning. Actively listen and seek out statements or beliefs that resonate with you. When encountering differing opinions, view them as enriching the discussion rather than contradicting it. This approach fosters a more collaborative and less confrontational atmosphere, encouraging open and constructive exchanges. Keep in mind, the purpose of being charming in conversations is not to dominate with your own views, but to create bonds that are respectful and understanding. When you do this, you not only become more likable and charming, but you also embody Stoic values, improving how you interact with others. Adopt this method and see how your talks turn into deeper, more significant exchanges, making your relationships richer and broadening your perspective of the world. This isn't just about being charming. It's about being someone who adds value and positivity to the lives of others. Number 6, you are happy to see others. Charming individuals have a unique ability to bond with people around them because they sincerely appreciate their company. It's not about superficial interactions or expecting something in return. Rather, it stems from a profound appreciation for human connection and an authentic interest in the experiences and emotions of others. As a charming person, you might find yourself deeply fascinated by the psychology of human nature. This isn't just casual curiosity, it's a keen interest that drives you to understand more about what makes people tick. When you interact with others, you're not just passing the time or filling a void of loneliness. Instead, you engage with people because you find their stories, their challenges, and their successes genuinely compelling. Consider how this plays out in everyday interactions. When someone shares a piece of their day with you, you don't just hear them, you truly listen. You maintain eye contact, giving them your full attention, which signals respect and interest. This isn't just polite. It's deeply human and profoundly connected to the Stoic idea of living according to nature, part of which involves recognizing and honoring our interdependence with others. This approach to interactions is grounded in the Stoic belief in the value of all human beings and the importance of community and support. By being genuinely happy to engage with others, you embody a Stoic appreciation for the communal part of human nature. This doesn't mean you won't have boundaries or personal time. Rather, it means that your interactions are meaningful and purpose-driven. So, next time you find yourself in a conversation, remember that your sincere interest and focus not only make you charming, but also reflect a deep philosophical understanding of the importance of human connection. Whether it's listening intently to a friend's experience, engaging with a colleague about a challenging project, or sharing a moment of joy or sorrow with a family member. These are the moments that build not just charm, but a truly meaningful and Stoic life. Number 7, your body language is impressive. Now, when you think of someone who's charming, You might imagine someone who lights up the room and effortlessly becomes the center of attention. But charm, especially when viewed through the lens of Stoicism, isn't always about standing out. It's about effectively and authentically expressing oneself in a way that resonates with others, often through subtle yet powerful non-verbal cues. Charming people have a knack for conveying their emotions not just through words, but through their body language. This includes gestures, facial expressions, and even the way they stand or sit. These non-verbal signals are powerful tools for communication that, when used wisely, can turn even the most mundane exchange into a captivating interaction. As a charming person, you might not always be the loudest in the room, but you are definitely one of the most expressive. Let's say you're sharing a story that, on the surface, might seem ordinary or uneventful. With the right body language, you can bring that story to life, transforming it into an engaging narrative that captivates your audience. For example, when you talk about a moment that excited you, your eyes might light up, your hands might animate more vividly, and your voice might carry a tone of enthusiasm. These cues draw your listeners in, making them feel the excitement with you. Similarly, if you're discussing something serious or somber, a gentle nod, a softened gaze, or a slight tilt of the head can convey empathy and understanding. These subtle gestures can significantly deepen the connection with your audience, making them feel truly seen and heard. This aligns with Stoic values, which emphasize the importance of understanding and respecting the emotions of others, recognizing that every interaction is an opportunity to practice virtues like empathy and kindness. In practical terms, think about how you can use body language to reflect the mood of your conversation effectively. If you're trying to encourage someone, a smile, open posture, and direct eye contact can convey confidence and support. Conversely, if you're listening to someone share a difficult experience, a calm demeanor and gentle nods can show that you are present and compassionate. By mastering the art of body language, you not only enhance your charm, but also live out Stoic principles by creating meaningful, respectful, and engaging interactions. This practice isn't just about being likable. It's about fostering genuine connections and enriching your relationships, making every conversation a bridge to deeper understanding and mutual respect. Remember, in the Stoic view, every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue, and how we communicate with others, including through body language, is a beautiful way to do just that. Let your body speak as eloquently as your words, and watch how it transforms your relationships and strengthens your charm. Number 8. You understand the power of touch. In the realm of interpersonal connections, a thoughtful touch can convey more warmth and sincerity than words alone. This is not only an element of charm, but also deeply connected to Stoic principles, which emphasize living harmoniously within our social fabric. Charming individuals are particularly adept at using touch to strengthen relationships. They have a keen sense of when it's appropriate to incorporate a gentle touch and are mindful of respecting others' boundaries and comfort levels. This sensitivity is key. It's about understanding and empathizing with others, qualities highly valued in Stoicism. Consider how a simple touch can transform interactions. When you congratulate someone, for instance, a handshake or a light pat on the shoulder can enhance the warmth of your congratulations. It's not just about the words, "well done." It's about making the other person feel truly recognized and appreciated. This physical connection can make your praise feel more genuine and heartfelt. Let's look at other examples. Imagine you're consoling a friend who's going through a tough time. A comforting touch on the arm or a reassuring pat on the back can be a powerful way to show support and compassion without overwhelming them with words. In moments of joy, a high five or an enthusiastic hug can amplify the shared happiness, making the moment even more memorable. In Stoicism, the practice of touch aligns with the concept of oikeiosis, which is the natural affection and sense of belonging among human beings. By using touch wisely, you're acknowledging this connection and reinforcing the bonds that tie us together in the human community. However, it's crucial to remember that the charm of touch lies in its appropriateness and timing. Always be attentive to how the other person is reacting. Are they comfortable? Do they reciprocate or seem to appreciate the gesture? This awareness shows respect for their feelings and boundaries, which is fundamental in Stoic ethics. So, as you go through your daily interactions, think about how you can use touch to enhance your connections with others. Whether it's a handshake, a pat on the back, or a comforting touch, each gesture can be a profound expression of human empathy and understanding. Remember, in Stoicism, every action is an opportunity to practice virtues, and using the power of touch thoughtfully is a beautiful way to express kindness, respect, and solidarity. Number 9. You treat others with respect. Charming people have a unique ability to make others feel valued and respected. They embody the essence of the golden rule: treat others as you wish to be treated. This approach isn't just about behaving well, it's about genuinely respecting others' feelings, desires, and opinions. It's reflected in how you interact, how you listen, and how you respond to people in your everyday life. Consider the powerful quote, "People won't remember what you said or did. They'll remember how you made them feel." This statement rings especially true for those with a charismatic personality. By focusing on making others feel good about themselves, you create lasting, positive impressions that go far beyond the superficial layers of typical interactions. For instance, giving genuine compliments is a straightforward yet powerful way to make someone feel special. But the key here is authenticity. Your compliments should be sincere and specific. Instead of a generic "nice job," try saying, "I really admired how you handled that presentation. Your passion for the topic really shone through and engaged everyone." This not only makes the person feel recognized, but also shows that you are paying attention to their efforts and skills. Stoicism teaches us the importance of empathy and social virtues. By treating others with respect, you are practicing these virtues. Stoics believe that all humans are rational beings who share the same basic values, and by respecting these values in others, you live according to nature and reason. Additionally, making each person feel special doesn't have to involve grand gestures. It can be as simple as remembering details from previous conversations and bringing them up in future interactions. This shows that you listen and care about what they share with you, whether it's asking about their family, their hobbies, or an event they mentioned they were looking forward to. These small acts of remembering and mentioning these details can have a big impact on how valued someone feels. To practice this charming and stoic behavior, start by engaging in genuine listening, aiming to comprehend rather than just reply. Approach each interaction as a chance to demonstrate kindness and respect. When you contribute to discussions, do so with the aim of enriching them rather than merely occupying airspace. Respectfully acknowledge others' feelings and perspectives without imposing your own, fostering an environment where mutual respect guides the interaction. By treating others with the respect and kindness you wish to receive, you not only make them feel better about themselves, but also enrich your own life, fostering deeper connections and living true to stoic and charming ideals. This approach can transform your relationships and make your social interactions not only more enjoyable, but also more meaningful. Number 10. You are optimistic and love life. When we delve into the qualities of individuals who are both optimistic and exude a genuine love for life, we uncover a magnetic allure that captivates those around them. This charm, deeply rooted in a philosophy similar to Stoicism, isn't about suppressing emotions or enduring hardships without complaint, but rather about embracing life's experiences with a positive and proactive attitude. Stoicism teaches the value of understanding what is within our control and embracing life's ups and downs with equanimity and resilience. Charming individuals embody this philosophy through their everyday actions and interactions, making them truly captivating. Think about those people who light up a room as soon as they enter, not just with their smiles, but with their energy and perspective. They have a knack for turning mundane moments into special ones. For example, imagine someone at a casual neighborhood gathering, while others might stick to standard greetings. This person shares stories, listens intently, and laughs freely, making everyone feel like they are the most important person in the room. This isn't merely social grace, it's a profound ability to appreciate and elevate ordinary situations into extraordinary ones. Such individuals treat life's unpredictabilities not as nuisances, but as opportunities. A rainy day that cancels an outdoor event becomes a chance to enjoy a spontaneous indoor game night with friends. A challenging day at work is seen not as a series of setbacks, but as a series of challenges to be overcome and learned from. This optimistic outlook is contagious, encouraging others to shift their perspectives and find joy in the unpredictability of life. Charming and optimistic people often engage deeply with the world around them. They ask thoughtful questions, showing a genuine interest in the answers. This curiosity about life and people isn't superficial. It's a deep-seated desire to understand and connect with the world in a meaningful way. When you talk to them, they make you feel heard and valued, which is a rare and enchanting quality. In essence, being charming and loving life is about more than just maintaining a cheerful demeanor. It's about forming sincere connections, leaving a lasting impression on others, and continually seeking out the silver linings, no matter the circumstances. This approach not only enriches their own lives, but also inspires those around them to embrace a more stoic, optimistic view of life. Through their interactions, they spread a warmth and vitality that uplifts everyone they meet, making the world a little brighter wherever they go. And that wraps up our journey through the 10 signs of a truly charismatic individual. Are you one of them? Take a moment to reflect on your own traits. Do you see yourself in any of these qualities? Whether it's your enthusiastic love for life, your attentive listening skills, or your fearless embrace of quirks, each aspect contributes to your unique charm. We hope this video has given you some insightful perspectives on what makes someone truly captivating. Do any of these signs resonate with you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your own charming qualities. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends, who might also appreciate a deeper look into the art of charisma. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep shining your own charismatic light into the world.